This is Mo Murphy from Clarke County Sports and ClarkeCountySports.com. We're here at Catoctin High School in Thurmont, Maryland for tonight's ClarkeCountySports.com Game of the Week. Tonight the Eagles travel to the Old Line State, the first time they've played in Maryland in at least 25 years. Have a home and home that Casey Childs was able to set up with Catoctin, who is about the same size, I believe, as Clarke as far as student enrollment. It ought to be a good game. Look for a lot of action tonight on offense, as both teams have been putting some points on the board. So we'll be back with all the highlights, interviews, and more on the ClarkeCountySports.com Game of the Week, sponsored by Photography Concepts.
Gentlemen's players go to midfield for the fourth and first half. Captains for the Eagles are Clarke County. Sir, which goal would you like to defend? All right, you're take it away from the scoreboard. Catoctin, move over this way. Have your back face the scoreboard. Clarke County, face Catoctin. Clarke County has won the toss and elected to receive. Gentlemen, come in here, shake hands, bring your kicking teams out, and let's have a great game.
There it is. Nice play, Casey.
Go!
This is Mo Murphy from ClarkeCountySports.com. We're here at the half. The Clarke County Eagles lead the Catoctin Cougars 21-7. The Eagles jumped out to the early lead. Extra point was blocked. They went up 6-0. Catoctin came back and took the lead 7-6. And the Eagles capitalized on several turnovers and scored twice. The last time with about a minute and a half to go in the half. Will Bookers went in twice, and Wilson Taylor had the other one. So 21-7, they're getting ready to roll out the homecoming ceremonies here at Catoctin. Hopefully they're not going to be celebrating a win, but it is what it is. 21-7, we'll be back at the end of the game with the final. For the ClarkeCountySports.com Game of the Week, is Mo Murphy. We join the second half already in progress.
too when my video comes out.
It's not allowed. I got you, brother. That's the end of the ball game. Final score: Clarke County Eagles 21, Cougars 14. Those teams, a big round of applause for a hard ball game.
What a night! What a night!
That's one homecoming we won. All right. Yes, sir. Hey, listen, man. Proud of the effort, man. That's a good football team, man. Quarterback was a baller. He could play. And they made plays, but, man, we made enough to win. That's all that matters, man. Great game. Great game. Offensively, a little bit in the second half. We got behind the chains with some penalties or missed assignment, whatever the case may be. But let me tell you something. With 4 minutes to go in the game, when they kicked off, we marched it. We were down on about the 35, 40-yard line. That's what good football teams do. 4-minute offense and got it.
Be first down and close out.
And here's the thing, they couldn't drive the football. They made big plays. Hit do a couple times. No doubt. And then we went with one possession. We missed 2 tackles for sacks back there. We know that. Guys, we played great defensively. Great. All right, against a good quarterback, a good football team. All right? I am proud as heck of it. All right, with that being said, back at home next week, and it's a big one. You understand that? It's a big one. It's a big one. Okay? On every level, it's going to be big. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great atmosphere, man. And that's why you play football. For that kind of atmosphere that we're going to have, it's going to be electric. Okay? And let me tell you this. Like I said, against King William tonight, whatever happens in these next 8, we're in the playoffs, but what happens later on in November is when you win rings and everything else. All right, but you put yourself in the best spot by winning these games in the regular season, man. That's a big game for us PowerPoint-wise in Virginia. Big. Guys, great job. Anybody got anything?
Hey, guys, I think we needed to face a little bit of adversity, see what we were made of, and we did it, and we came out on top. Super proud of you guys. Hey, got some things to clean up and take care of business. Best thing about being 5-0, we got a chance to be 6-0.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey guys, we got to be coachable next week and fix these things that we need to work on. We need to be ready to play football next Friday. Let's go.
Hey, go ahead.
Couple things. I know some of you, we got a little banged up a little here. Take care of yourselves this weekend. Ice, take it easy. Get in the training room on Monday. If you had to take jewelry off, I have it. I will have it up there when you guys come out of the locker room. So see me to get your jewelry. Young guys, all the stuff, take it over to the equipment truck. Is right outside the gate. So just drop the stuff right by the truck, right outside the gate. All the stuff that's over there needs to get to the truck.
What do you think? Hey, before you go inside the locker room, take your cleats off.
Yes.
Take it off.
Yeah, and hey, the other thing I'm going to say is this. It's a long walk up here, man.
No, we're going this way. Nothing dumb.
We're going to go towards those yellow. You see those yellow?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We're going to go in between those and then go up the road.
Thank you. But hey, what I'm going to say about that is this. So these guys have been nothing but super respectful, and they've taken care of us as we got here.
Do the same thing.
Do the same thing. Finish this thing off the right way like we know we can do. Everybody got that? Hey, great job. Bring this thing down. Let's go. One, two, three.
It's Mo Murphy from Clarke County Sports. We're here with Tanner Sipe after the big win here at Catoctin. Very physical game tonight, Tanner. Can you just talk a little bit about the game?
Yeah, as always, we work all week up until Friday. Coming off the bye week, we're all very excited to get back on the field just in general. We knew they were going to be one of our tougher competitions of the year so far at least, and I think we came ready to play.
And you guys bend, but you didn't break on defense. They had probably the best throwing quarterback you guys have seen.
Definitely. Yeah, I think this quarterback, he was very skilled. He throwing the ball, he was amazing. They ran spread, had a couple good wide receivers. Our secondary played great, except for a couple big plays, but it's going to happen every now and then.
So we're 5-0. We're heading into the Bull Run District play this week back at the Felt against Central. That's going to be a massive game. How do you feel about that one?
Oh, very excited. From the beginning of the year, seeing that on the schedule, we knew it was going to be a big one. Leading up so far, we're very excited. Going to work this week towards getting the win.
All right, we heard that from Tanner Sipe. He led this offense tonight to a 21-14 win. We'll be back at the Felt next week. It's Mo Murphy for Clarke County Sports. Thanks a lot. We're here with Matthew Tapscott after another big game tonight. Matthew, you guys clogged the middle up all night long. Can you just talk a little bit?
Yeah, yes, sir. We came out prepared, very prepared, especially with the bye week. It's kind of hard, I guess, with a bye week to really go off momentum, especially after a big win against Warren County. But I think we have one of the best defenses in the league. I mean, we proved it tonight. I mean, they had a couple lucky plays, but you're going to get that in a game. We had a couple lucky plays, and I just think our defense is what holds our team together. Defense wins championships, they say, and I agree. And
it was a little weird tonight. We weren't going inside at halftime. Did it seem a little weird just hanging around on the sidelines?
Yeah, I'd say it's a little weird because, we go back in the locker room, listen to a little music. Coaches are coming around talking to us. It was nothing different on the sideline. The coaches were still letting us be ourselves, letting us calm down a little bit, let us focus back in. Then we have one of the best strength and conditioning coaches out there, so he makes sure we're all stretched out and ready to go and make sure we don't cramp. So definitely second half, we come out prepared in the second half.
And huge game next week at the Felt against Central. How you feel about that one?
It's dang near the number one spot in the state, I would say. I mean, two of the best teams in the state, both state championship contenders. So I think we're going to come out there and we're going to ball out. It's at the Felt. It's going to be loud. It's going to be bumping, and I think we're going to come out with a W.
All right, we heard that from Matthew Tapscott. He had a big night in the middle tonight for the Eagles. We'll be back at the Felt next week. It's Mo Murphy.
Thank you, Mo. Yeah.
We're here with Sia Tuvalova. After the big win tonight, you had some big sacks and also at least one fumble recovery. Can you just talk a little bit about the game?
I went in with, locked in, get physical. Honestly, in the moment, I did not know I did what I did. I just knew it was a big play, so I just celebrated the team.
And they had probably, like I say, they had the best quarterback we've seen this year, but you guys kept him on the run all night. How'd that feel?
It was a bit challenging, but I got broke one play, but we still held it in.
And of course, district play starts next week against Central, who we had a tough one against last year. How you feel about that one?
Honestly, I'm just ready to get my get back. We came off of a tough loss from last year. We just got to come with the same intensity and lock in.
All right, we heard that from Sia Tuvalova as he had a huge game in the Eagles' middle of the field tonight. We'll be back at the Felt. This is Mo Murphy for Clarke County Sports.
Thank you, man.
Thanks a lot, man. We're here with Eagles head coach Casey Childs after the big 21-14 win at Catoctin that moves the Eagles to 5-0. Coach, just a big game tonight. Just talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, I thought we were great on defense. We played a really good football team. They were big and physical, and they were athletic, and their quarterback is tremendous.
Yeah.
He's tremendous. And when they moved the ball, he made a couple plays. He threw a couple 7 flag routes on us, and they just dropped it in the bucket. And then that play he made, he had him sacked 2 different times and threw the deep one. But other than that, we were really, really good on defense, and we got pressure on him. Our secondary was really, really good. Moses, Wilson, Tanner, Will, TR. I mean, those guys were just really good. And, of course, Chin and Roper inside, they played great in space. And our front 4, man, they put a lot of pressure on people. They get off the ball well. I thought we were really, really good on defense. Really good.
Yeah, I don't know what their longest run from scrimmage was, but I bet it wasn't much more than 5 yards.
It wasn't a lot, and you know, we luckily were able to make them one-dimensional, and that helped their defense out obviously a lot. But you can make somebody more one-dimensional, and then you know, offensively, we did what we wanted to do a lot of times, but then we had a pre-snap penalty or a holding, and then you know, you miss a block, and then you're sitting at 2nd and 12 or 2nd and 14. And we were down. We couldn't get our own end zone because we were doing that kind of stuff. But to close it up there, I mean, we got the ball with 4.5 minutes to go in the game, and we drove it all the way down to the 40-yard line, and it obviously took knees. So hats off to those kids. When we needed to drive it, we drove it, and huge win for us, man. We played a really good team, and it's for the first time we've really been in a game, which is really I'm glad it happened.
Yeah.
It's a big win.
Yeah, we'll need it for next week as we start the Bull Run District schedule in Central coming into the Felt. It's going to be a contest.
Yeah, I mean, they're good. They're big. They're physical. They're strong. They're well coached. So, yeah, you know, I think our district's really good. I think the Bull Run is as good as it's ever been. I thought last year we were really good in the Bull Run, and I think it's even better this year. So it's going to be the rest of the way. And like I just told the kids, you know, your season's not made or break right now because of any of these games, but ultimately, you know, when you get into November, that's when it matters. But these games actually build up, and to be tested like this, and we're going to be tested the rest of the way in the Bull Run. So with that said, it's awesome to come to Maryland and play our brand of football and come away with a win against a quality program.
All right, well, you heard that from Casey Childs as the Eagles move to 5-0, and they start their Bull Run schedule next week at the Felt against Central, and we'll be there to cover it. This is Mo Murphy for Clarke County Sports.
Appreciate it, Mo. All right, thank you, buddy.
This is Mo Murphy for Clarke County Sports. Your final score, the Clarke County Eagles 21, the Catoctin Cougars 14. This was a battle of the trenches. Clarke just dominated the line. And I would say that Catoctin dominated the passing game, but the Eagles' defense just refused to break. They bent some, but multiple interceptions and a couple fumble recoveries. So the Eagles head back to start their Bull Run District play next week against one of their big rivals, the Central Falcons, and this will definitely have playoff implications for AA. So we'll be back at the Felt. Once again, Clarke County 21, Catoctin 14. This is Mo Murphy reporting for my partner Doug Ailstock for ClarkeCountySports.com. This is Mo Murphy. Good night.